Good day and welcome to this Revit vlog. The title is Revit Detailing for Construction Documentation. The topics that will be covered today is the different views and tools that are available for 2D and 3D detailing, which you can use for construction documentation or even municipal submissions. My name is Sean Bauer. I am an applications engineer and Autodesk AEC technical consultant with Micrographics. So let's get into it. So on the introduction, detailed design in Revit. When most people think of Autodesk Revit, they immediately connect it with 3D modeling, coordination, and building information modeling, BIM. While those are its core strengths, Revit is also a robust platform for producing detailed 2D construction documentation. Many architects and engineers assume that AutoCAD or other drafting tools are still needed for detailing drawings, but Revit offers a complete set of tools to create elevations, sections, wall details, stair details, floor assemblies, and more, all within a coordinated BIM environment. In this vlog, we'll explore how detailing in Revit works, the types of views that are available, the functions that support detailing, and how Revit can be leveraged to produce documentation suitable for municipal approval and construction teams on site. So why detailing matters in Revit? Coordination. All details are tied to the model. When the models change, detail views can be updated quickly. For accuracy, we have dimensions, tags, and annotations to pull real data from the model. Consistency. View templates, detailed components, and annotations enforces company standards. For productivity, Revit allows for both model-based details generated from sections and elevations of the model and drafting-based details created with symbolic lines and detailed components. Complete documentation, from schematic sections to municipal submission details, everything can live in one environment. So I'll show first a quick demonstration of where you would find these tools and what Revit is capable of. So you can either start a new project or family if you want a specific manufacturing element. Here we have our detailed views, sections, elevations, 3D views, floor plans, renderings, drafting views, walking through the building, area plans, legends, schedules, and sheets. As an example, this would be a detailed detail view. You can make a cut through your 3D geometry, add annotations, add hatch patterns, add label lines, add symbols, add information as required. Then you have the AutoCAD version inside Revit, which is called drafting views. You can either insert an AutoCAD drawing or link it even if someone would like to work collaboratively. So someone would be working in AutoCAD using the lines and the arcs and the modification tools, annotations, layers, blocks, properties, additional information. This can then be linked to Revit by creating a drafting view. Drafting views allow you to use the different tools for 2D detailing, such as detailed lines, detailed regions, and those kind of informations. So I'll give it a name and determine the scale. These drafting views can be reused and imported into the next project, transferred from one project to the next. So you can link a CAD, which is ideal if you know you want to work collaboratively, someone working in AutoCAD and another one in Revit. The options you have is then to either duplicate it in here or leave it as is. You can just place this on a sheet and it's ready to go. With the Bigline tool, with CAD drawings, you can quickly trace what was drawn. In a few seconds, you will have the AutoCAD drawing available in Revit. It's ideal to have the elements available in Revit for reuse or for changes. So Revit also allows for hatching or fault regions, as it's called in Revit, to apply a pattern, whether it's a detail pattern or a model pattern for 3D patterns. you're able to apply that fairly quickly. Then you also have a type selector where you can just change how it looks. There are some defaults loaded in, but you can always go add more. The same hatch patterns are available in Revit that you have in AutoCAD. And then on top of those that you get in AutoCAD, which you can also import or create your own new ones if you would like, you also have model patterns for 3D, which can be placed in a 3D environment. You have the ability to change its color and line weight, line type. Then you have the same dimensions available as you have in AutoCAD. You have the aligned, linear, angular, radial, diameter, arc length, spot elevation, spot coordinate, and slope. To quickly apply this, you are able to change the font, the text size, the leader type, the arrow type, add a prefix, a suffix, update the information, the values, and quickly apply the same information that you can in AutoCAD inside Revit. You can add text, multi-leaders, detailed components, repeating details. So instead of having to draw with polylines and hatch patterns to place a wall section, for example, with 2 clicks you have the entire wall drawn. You can add revision clouds, insulation elements, symbols, everything that is required when it comes to 2D detailing. So the type of detailing views in Revit would include floor plans. The purpose is horizontal cut views or through the building or buildings. The level of details from coarse to fine. The use cases would be general layouts, floor assembly finishes, fire ratings. Then you have ceiling plans. It's views from above or views looking up to the ceiling for your MEP elements. Medium to fine level details for MEP coordination, ceiling finishes, lighting layouts, and so forth. Then you get elevations, internal elevations or external elevations. It's vertical projection views. It's medium to fine level detail. Exterior and interior finishes, facade details, and wall build-ups. Then you get a multitude of different sections. The main ones would be the building sections or detailed element sections. Cut through slices of the model, fine detail, wall sections, stair sections, foundation details, or the entire building. And it's with 2 clicks you have the section already drawn for you, and updates dynamically if anything changes were made on the floor plans, ceiling plans, or on the elevations. The sections update. You have callout views. It's a zoom in detail for larger views on specific elements. It's fine detail. You have window details, wall junctions, roof connections, and so on. You are able to place a callout absolutely anywhere on the different views. Drafting views are independent 2D detailed drawings, like I showed now with our AutoCAD drawing, which we quickly traced in Revit. It is fine level detail. As for typical details, manufacturer details, or standard notes. Then you have detail views, which are enlarged detail-rich callouts. So there are fine level detail. It's floor to wall junctions, waterproofing, insulation details, and so on. Then you also have 3D detailing for isometric or perspective views. Coarse to fine level of detail. You can determine how much detail you want to show, whether it's for a realistic view or wireframed or hidden lines. Then you have, that is for complex connections, exploded axonometric details for contractors, and other types of 3D detailing. These are just the main views available in all projects. You have additional views that you could create, such as a door and window schedule with legend views, adding detailed or repeating detailed components to a 2D or 3D workplane for detailed design. You can control all the views with filters and view templates for visual representation, such as municipal submissions. You can add a color or hatch pattern to all the new walls, defining the phases by color and hatch pattern. You can quickly hatch the same walls on all views by applying a view template, not having to rehatch or recolor each view for the same element like you are required to do manually in AutoCAD, such as elevations and sections and detail views, floor plans, and more, saving a lot of time on repeated work. Also, if a wall is moved or a window replaced or something to that extent, then all corresponding views and details update dynamically. So you make a change on just one view, and then all the views are updated, including their tags, their references, their annotations, dimensions, and additional information. So here would be an example. So the functions and tools for detailing. While views are important, the real power lies in the detailing tools that Revit provides. So if something was changed, such as the insulation type, it would update in all the other views dynamically in your 3D, 2D work planes, drafting views, detailing views, everywhere. So the type of controls that you do have is detail components. You have the line work tool, filled regions, detail lines, tags and annotations, keynotes and keynote legends, detail groups, drafting views. It's basically AutoCAD in Revit. You have the same draw and modification tools, including splines. You have view templates and filters, and then you can also detail in 3D. So you can see that on the right. You can annotate, dimension, you can add 3D multi-leaders and generic text. It can all be placed in 3D. So in conclusion, detailing in Revit is not only possible, but also powerful. But combining model-based views with 2D detailing tools, you can create comprehensive construction documentation directly inside Revit. Whether it's a wall section, a stair detail, or a roof junction, Revit allows you to communicate design intent clearly, meet municipal approval standards, and provide construction teams with reliable details. Gone are the days when Revit was seen as only for 3D modeling. With its full suite of detailing tools, Revit can now serve as the one-stop solution for design, coordination, rendering, presentation, municipal, and construction documentation. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us here at Micrographics. I hope you found this vlog informative. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and don't forget to like and hit that notification bell for future vlogs. Thank you again, and goodbye.